to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot in the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she love to call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 52's the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. Switch.
On first down, McQueen. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the slack. SOS.
Now a give right side. McQueen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Yeah, I got you. Mike 52. I smell fear in that offense.
Operating from the gun, Evans. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yellow. Let's go, Woo, lady.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Yellow. All right, lady. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. We want this.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a man.
Well, the pressure gets to him again. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Well, a heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Evans going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 53's the mic.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Evans now from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Evans from the gun. He'll throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try the left side. McQueen, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Buddy up! Mike back two, Mike back two. Try. Watch Mike. I got you, pump. Mike 52. Strip the ball.
Here's Evans on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Evans operating from the gun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Evans. To throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Looking to throw. Evans. This is Fant on the short completion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
53, check 53.
2nd and 2. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Evans now throwing on 1st down. This is Fant on the short completion. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready? 3. Short. 3. Mike. Check. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Now Evans. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Evans operating from the gun. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let him know. Big Dad, here we go. Go on. 53. Check 53.
Back to throw. Evans. The quick slant caught. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike, check, 59. Check Mike. Watch out, 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Then he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Evans throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's get it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Ready. Stop the flag. Mike, number 53. Mike, 54.
Back to throw is Evans. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Heavy. 15.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A punt return of 65 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's going to air it out deep. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Looking for Woods that time.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Evans now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now Evans on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markevious Mingo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
46, boy, 46. 46 to Mike.
Here's Evans on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Markevious Mingo getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Evans going to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This will be caught by Brown. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Noah Fant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. There he goes left side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Motion. Hey, Mike 50.
Now Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
well, now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, let's go.
Back to throw is Evans. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. New England on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught by Moncrief. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Get that quarterback! And I tell her. 51, Mike. Danny.
Mahomes now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 50. 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Pushes him over. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down carry by Bell. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 48 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Bell. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a third and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now here's Mahomes. And Woods has it complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Back to throw. Evans. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Markevius Mingo. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Evans. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Get shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in it. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state brought you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go!